What is good, y'all? This video, I'm gonna be reading the book of Matthew. Before I get into it, I hope all of y'all are doing good. I hope all of y'all are happy in life. I hope everything is going good for y'all. Um, the closer we get to the rapture, to the apocalypse, we're not supposed to worry. We're supposed to keep our eyes on the Lord. Um, just focus on the Lord. It's a lot of bad things going on. This world is so messed up. We're all going through our own issues, our own problems. Some people just want to act like they're all tough, man up. All right, they could do that, but um, it's not good to it's not good to do that. We all go through problems, and if you just ignore them, they're just gonna build up and build up and build up, and that's not good. That's not healthy. So, if any of y'all are going through some issues, just take it to the Lord, take it to God. Pray, read the Bible, spend time with Jesus, spend time with God, and research the rapture. I do believe the rapture is very soon. So, I'm gonna start off with the prayer. God, please give me the words to speak. Give me wisdom. Give me knowledge. Give me integrity and strength and honor and courage and boldness and discernment. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray, Father. Please help me make this video. Give me the words to speak. Do not allow me to lead anyone astray, Father. Please do not allow me to mess up in this video. Please help me, Father, so that I will make this video. And please, Father, give me the strength to so that I may post this video as well, Father. Please, Father, help me spread your word. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. So, Matthew 24, if y'all want to read with me, I'm reading out of the King James Version. Matthew 24. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So I'm going to reread that again, Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Notice it says the sign. It does not say, and what shall be the signs of thy coming and of the end of the world. It says, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world. So I don't know what that means, but I believe it is important because it says sign, not signs. So I'm not gonna add anything to the Bible. I'm not gonna make things up trying to guess. So Matthew 24:4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. So be careful, take heed, be weary, be cautious. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. So basically that's like, be careful so that people don't deceive you. So you don't become, so people don't trick you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. It's a lot of people claiming to be Jesus. It's a lot of cult leaders. A lot of them, with thousands and thousands of followers. People just claiming to be Jesus. If you look into it, it's a lot of people who claim to be Jesus. It's a lot of people who say we're all God. Some of these people have, with these demonic doctrines, they believe, oh, everyone's God, everything is God, I'm God, you're God, Jesus is God, I'm Jesus, you're Jesus. It's a lot of people who believe that, you know. So I'm gonna read that again, Matthew 24:5. Then I'm gonna continue. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. It's a lot of people believing it. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. It's a lot of that. Just look at what's going on with Russia and Ukraine, China and Taiwan. China threatened to nuke Japan off the face of the planet. China threatened to nuke Japan off the map. India, Pakistan, India, China. So many wars and rumors of wars, you feel me? A lot of them. Russia is literally getting ready to invade Ukraine. Crazy World War III type of stuff. People are saying it's gonna happen, and I know it will. World War III will happen very soon. Maybe this week, maybe today, maybe next month. We just gotta be ready. I need some stuff for my lips. You feel me? I'm getting a little dry. I do not have anything out here. I do actually. Yeah, I'm gonna get that right now. So, yeah, it's a lot of wars and rumors of wars, but we're not supposed to worry about it. We just gotta focus on God. As Christians, we're not supposed to worry about these things. We're supposed to just focus on God. We're not supposed to worry. We're supposed to stay positive because we know that Jesus is coming back very soon. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. For nation shall rise against nation. That's happening. And kingdom against kingdom. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's either the word kingdom or the word nation, but one of the two. The original word is ethnos. That's ethnicity against ethnicity, like whites versus blacks. Racism. The Bible, that's what that means. Like ethnicity against ethnicity, racism. Which there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. And there shall be famines. There's a lot of famines. And pestilences. Look at COVID, Ebola, Zika, all this stuff, whatever, right? And earthquakes in diverse places. Just search up on Google a graph or chart of earthquakes in the past 100 years, or graph of earthquakes in the past 100 years. It started down here, now it's up here. Earthquakes over the past 100 years have risen so much, and no, it's not because of technology. Even 100 years ago, they had seismographs, I think they're called, where they were able to tell. They had the technology even 100 years ago, where a seismograph here would know there's an earthquake going on the other side of the world. Feel me? They had the technology back then. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Matthew 24:8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. This is the beginning of sorrows. What is the word sorrow? That's like pain, sadness, grief, distress, something like that. You got to search up the original definition, or the original word in Greek, to actually know what the meaning of that is. I'm gonna end up doing that. I'm gonna start researching the original words in Greek of these words, so I could understand the actual meaning of these verses. So, then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So they're gonna start killing us. They're gonna start hating us Christians because of the name of Jesus. because we claim Jesus, we follow Jesus. So we have to be ready. It's also going to be a lot of violence. So get some guns too. Get some guns. Come get this little extendo, you feel me? Right, little extendo. Normal ones, they basically look like that, right? They look like that, feel me? Fits like that. But this is extendo. It's 21, feel me? Extended clip. Clip magazine, extended magazine. I got a couple of these. I got a couple extended magazines. I just gotta put bullets in them. Says right here, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Many shall be offended, and then shall many be offended. Well, people today, they're so sensitive. It's ultra sensitive. If you say the wrong thing, they're going to ban you off of the internet. They're all hate speech. Oh, this and that. You say the wrong thing. Oh, cancel culture. You're canceled. People are so sensitive today. That's exactly what's happening. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. This is what I do not want to be. I do not want to be a false prophet. I'm not claiming to even be a prophet. I'm not. But that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing to be a false prophet, to lead people to hell. Because on Judgment Day, if you lead people to hell, you might be famous. You might be out here, feel me? You get a lot of likes on social media, showing your body, or smoking weed and taking cool pictures of yourself. And feel me? People lusting after you, or you're out here posting, reposting pictures that are of sin. Then you're leading people astray. That's all gonna be. You're gonna be held accountable for all that on Judgment Day. That's what we got to prepare for Judgment Day. And make sure that we have a relationship with Jesus. We're not perfect. We are not perfect. We mess up. But we have, Jesus said, go sin no more. We have to stop sinning. I'm not saying we're perfect. Jesus, he knows what we go through. He knows he knows our hearts. Jesus, God searches for our hearts. God cares about what's in our hearts. People, they don't care about how we feel. People in this world, they don't care about how we feel. They don't care about what's in our heart. No. But God, he searches our hearts. He knows what we truly he knows if we truly want to seek him. He knows if we're truly seeking him. He knows if we truly want to follow Jesus. So I'm gonna just keep on reading. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Iniquity, I believe that's like lawlessness. If I'm not mistaken, iniquity, that means like maybe sins, like breaking the law, lawlessness. Like people, just look at Chicago, right? Look at Detroit. It's a lot of People break laws a lot, right? It's a lot of murders. It's a lot of, sin, right? So people, because they live in those places, they're letting their hearts turn cold. The love of many shall wax cold because how bad it is, because of, because they live in those places, they're allowing their hearts to turn cold. Even in music, in rap music, they glorify that. They love that. At least for me, I have a heart. You feel me? I have a heart. No, I don't want my heart to turn cold. No, I wouldn't want uh anybody to do that to me. Because at the end of the day, um it's up to us how we're going to it's up to us how we are going to let a person affect us, if that makes sense, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna just keep on reading. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. So the Bible has to be preached to the whole world. In this gospel, so the Bible has to be preached to the whole world, and then the end will come. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso read it, let him understand. The abomination of desolation. That's when the Antichrist is sitting in the temple of God. Claiming to be God. That's the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet. Is when the Antichrist, the one world leader, he's going to be sitting in the temple of God. I believe in Jerusalem and in Israel, claiming to be God, sitting in the temple, or maybe even the throne if they have a throne. Then let them which be in Judea flee to the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. So if you have a baby, if a woman is breastfeeding in these days, it's going to be very difficult. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. It's going to be difficult. No, breastfeeding and to them that give suck in those days. It's going to be a difficult time, especially for people with babies and children. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor shall ever be. So this very soon, the tribulation, the apocalypse, is going to be the worst time ever. There's never been a time as bad as this. There will never be a time as bad as this ever again. This is very soon, maybe starting this year, the apocalypse is going to be the absolute worst. Excuse me. It's going to be the worst time in all of history. There's never been a time like it. There will never be a time like it again. It will be the worst time ever. It will be the worst time there will ever be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So if God did not If Jesus did not come back at Armageddon, if if the apocalypse, if God did not intervene, there should no flesh be saved. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. If Jesus did not come back at Armageddon, you give it 100 years or 200 years, everyone's DNA is going to be corrupt. They're all going to be, genetically modified, all of that stuff. They won't be able to be saved, just as in the days of Noah. If you gave it 100 years, if God did not end the world, right? If God did not end the world at the end of the apocalypse, then all flesh would be corrupt. It would all be corrupt. No people would go to heaven. They wouldn't be able to, because all DNA by that time would be changed, corrupted. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. So if anybody tells you, oh, Jesus is over here, Jesus is over there, don't believe him. In this time, in the apocalypse, it's going to be such a bad time that people are going to, they're going to believe good news. It's just going to be such a bad time. People are going to be wanting to hear good news. They're going to want to hear something good, at least, because everything is going to be so bad that they're going to want to hear at least something that is positive. But these are lies right here that people are going to say. I'll read that again. Matthew 24:23. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here's Christ, or there, believe it not. So if anybody tells you, oh, Jesus Christ is in the desert, or Jesus Christ is in the mountains, or Jesus Christ is here or there, do not believe it, because they're lying to you. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So there's going to be false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So it's going to be people who are showing great signs and wonders. Maybe that's like miracles or something from making a whole, I don't know, but they, maybe I don't even want to add anything or even guess anything, but they're going to be showing great signs and wonders. So if you see a false prophet or whatever, or a prophet, false prophet, false Christs, do not trust them. And you're going to want to, maybe because you're going to be like, oh, but they're able to do like that. They're doing great signs and wonders. People are going to believe them and follow them, but do not follow them, because the Bible warned us about it. Jesus warned us about that. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. So Jesus is telling us, if people tell you, oh, Jesus is in the desert, or behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. Jesus is telling us, do not believe them. Do not believe them. Do not be deceived. So I don't got much time left. I believe I will have to try to read this quickly so that I could finish the whole chapter. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. So maybe, I don't even know, I don't even want to say what I believe that means. So I'm gonna just keep on reading. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. The parable of the fig tree, it's there. Like over here, that's like, you feel me? When you see the trees, they're starting to grow leaves. You see the flowers, the flowers of the spring. You feel me? You see the plants of spring. You know that summer is close, because know what I mean? You already see the leaves growing on the trees again. If you live up here, like in Michigan, you feel me? At least that's how it is, right? All the leaves fall off the trees up here in Michigan, in the United States, in Michigan, the state Michigan. It's not like that everywhere, but it is like that here. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. So this generation, well, how long is a generation? Psalm 90 verse 10, I believe. I'll read it real quick. Psalm 90 verse 10. The days of our years are 60 years and 10. And if by reason of strength they be 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow. For it is soon cut off and we fly away. People say that's about the rapture, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they say that. Because it says right here, for it is soon cut off and we fly away. So what is 80 years and 10? That's 70 years. 1 score is 20 years. So 80, that's 60 years. 1 score is 20 years. 2 score is 40 years. 3 score is 6 years. 4 score is 80 years. And if by reason of strength they be 80 years, so a generation is 80 years. So what generation then? Because it's going to be the last generation, which is this generation that we're in. The generation started in, at least if the interpretation is correct, the generation started in, I think, 1948, May 14th, 1948. We are in the 73rd year, I believe, this year. May 14th, very soon, in a few months. So the apocalypse, the tribulation is 7 years. 7 years. The end of the 80 years from 1948, May 14th, to 80 years, that's 2028, May 14th, 2028. 2028. So if the interpretation is correct, the apocalypse will happen this year, because the 7 years has to be in the 80 years. It's the end of the 80 years. This is the last year before it have to start for this prophecy to be fulfilled. So the apocalypse might start. Very possible. This year, 2022. Then it's going to end in 2028. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be, just as in the days of Noah. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. They're doing that exactly. The apocalypse is not, the world is not going to know the apocalypse is about to happen. It's only as Christians, people that look into this stuff. People today, they're getting drunk, partying, marrying, all of these same things that they're doing before the flood. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark. That was happening until Noah entered the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So they're not going to expect it. They didn't know that the flood was coming. They didn't believe Noah. They didn't know the flood was coming until it happened. That's exactly how it's going to be. People don't believe it. They get warned. Us Christians make these videos. We tell people about it. They don't believe us. But, we got to learn from Noah. They didn't believe him. So if they don't believe us, shake the dust off of your feet and just, preach somewhere else. Tell somebody else. Then two shall be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. That people believe that's the rapture. 2 women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. So we're supposed to watch for it. Watch for the rapture. Watch for it. Watch for Jesus to come back, unless that's the end of the apocalypse. I don't know. I don't know when the rapture is. I believe it might be pre-tribulation or before the wrath. Whatever it is, just follow Jesus until the end. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So Matthew 24:41. 2 women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. So if I know somebody's going to break into my house in 10 minutes, I'm going to be waiting with my Glock, waiting for him to do it. I'm not saying I'm a good man. I'm not a good man. But Matthew 24:43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known and would watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. He's going to, if a good man knows, if the good man that, I'm not going to try to change up the words, but if someone's going to break into your house in 2 minutes and you know that he's going to break into your house, you're going to watch. You're not going to let that dude break into your house and, do whatever he wants. You're going to wait for that dude. You're going to call, the authorities or whatever. Get it figured out, right? Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's the lake of fire. That's hellfire. That's the lake of fire. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of. So Jesus is going to come on a day where that evil servant is not following God. He's going to come when you're not ready. Or I'm not saying you're that evil servant, but he's going to come when that evil servant is not ready. When that evil servant is not following the Lord. When he's not waiting for the Lord. When he becomes impatient, and he's not willing to wait. That's when he's going to come back. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Matthew 24. I'm gonna go inside now, you feel me? I got like 2 minutes left to record this video, less than that actually. But yeah, I hope all of y'all are doing well. I hope all of y'all are following the Lord. I hope all of y'all are reading the Bible. I hope all of y'all are doing good, man. You know, we all go through bad times, no matter what it is, whether it's somebody did you wrong, whether people are bullying you, you got cheated on, you're struggling with sin. Just trust in the Lord. Pick up your cross and follow him, and stop sinning. Stop doing those old things you used to do. Stay away from it. Stay away from people who lead you away from God. Stay away from people who do not put you in a better mind state. Stay away from those people. Only be close to the people who help you, who are there for you, who do not ignore you, who want you to follow God. Stay away from evil people and stay close to those Christians that lead you towards God, that want you to follow God. I hope all of y'all are doing well, very well. Hope all of y'all having a nice night, nice day, wherever it is. Until next time, God bless y'all. I'm out.